if you're considering joining Real Broker, or if you are just curious about what other real estate brokerages have to offer and what it's like there, what to expect, you're going to want to stay tuned until the very end, because today I'm going to break down a few things. I have a handful of just like cons, I'm going to call them, negative aspects about Real Broker, things that might make you say, you know what, it's not the brokerage for me. I don't want to join Real Broker. If this is the first video that you're watching or listening to about Real Broker, head over to my channel. I have an entire playlist. I will also link that playlist in the description of this very video. And basically that playlist is going to tell you everything you need to know about joining Real Broker. It's going to break it down, really explain it, all the questions that you probably have if you're considering joining. I also share in that playlist like specifically why I myself joined after saying I never ever would, after saying I never switched brokerages, why I did. So go to that playlist after you watch this video and get all those questions answered, because this video is not going to be like explaining, breaking down what Real is, like the fees, anything like that. Basically, this video is just a laid back conversation in the car on my iPhone with our tea. Grab your tea as well. I have my matcha here, and we're just going to be chatting friend to friend, agent to agent, about some of the things that you might not like about Real Broker, some of the cold hard facts that might make you just say, Real Broker is not right for me. So this first con to Real Broker, this is actually something that a lot of agents think of as a pro. I personally love and think of as a pro, but you might not. So that's why we're talking about it as a con, because this might be something that repels you from the company and might make you say it's not the right company for me. There are quite a few real estate brokerages nowadays that offer something called revenue share. It's an opportunity for new agents that join their company, or honestly, you don't have to be new, like any agent that joins their company, to get help, to have someone who has a vested interest in their success at the company, someone who's just like in their corner. They can call. You still have your principal broker, but it's just like an added person that's there to help in your corner. Basically, that person that joins has the opportunity to reach out to whoever they join under, their sponsor, you could call them, and the sponsor in return has a vested interest in their success at the company, because they're getting a small portion of that person's commission whenever they have a closing. So they want them to succeed. A lot of real estate brokerages do this, and it's basically just a way for the brokerage to say thank you to the agents for helping grow the company. And it's one of their many like wealth building platforms to where you have access to having passive income besides just selling houses. Now, at Real Broker, the majority of the agents do not participate in revenue share. The majority of the agents at Real actually have nobody in their network, whatever you want to call it. I hate the word downline, but it is what it is. But the majority of the agents at Real are just agents that they want to sell houses, they want to sell a lot of houses, and they want to do it really, really well. And they don't really care about revenue share, want to participate in it. And that's fine. It is not by any means something that is pushed by the company. However, if you do want to participate in revenue share, we have a handful of rules, things that you are not allowed to do in order to participate in revenue share, if that makes sense. So let me just give a few examples. You are not allowed to make offers to agents or give them like an incentive to join you at Real Broker. For example, I am not allowed to say, if you join me at Real, I will give you this free training course. Or if you join me at Real, I will offer you this mastermind that's exclusive for only the agents that join me at Real. Now, I could start a mastermind and invite any of the agents that have joined me at Real, but it cannot be like only those agents. I have to include everyone at Real Broker. I don't feel as though agents who join Real are missing out by not having access to those little groups, silos, whatever you want to call them, because we have masterminds going on 5 times a day, every single weekday, all day long, about different topics. You can join live. They're being taught by the top agents in our company. So I don't feel like you're missing out at all by not having these little like silo groups. But basically, they're trying to protect the culture. They're trying to protect it from becoming like silo-y and like this person's silo and this person's silo. I don't know if that makes any sense. We can't name these groups. Like anyone that joins me at Real, I can't be like, this is the name of our group. Like, that's not how it is. Someone joins me at Real, yes, I have a vested interest in their success at the company, and I am there to answer any of their questions. I'm there to help them. I'm there to, offer tips and advice whenever they want it, but it's not like my silo-y group. I don't know. I don't honestly know even how to explain it, but they want to protect the culture is all I'm trying to say. They don't want it to become this like recruitment heavy culture, but they still want to offer their agents the benefits of revenue share, because there's a lot of benefits to both the agent that joins and has a sponsor, and both to the agent who is the sponsor. Another thing that we cannot do at Real Broker as far as revenue share goes is we are not allowed to cold call. Yes, we can have conversations with agents who we already have relationship with. Like if you have a friend who's an agent at another company and you want to give them a call and be like, hey, I think that you might love Real and this is why, or this is why I'm loving Real, you're allowed to do that. And if you have a team, like if you're a team leader, you can cold call to try to recruit for your team. So there's some kind of gray areas there. However, if you are just cold calling agents, like we know some agents at other brokerages do, we've all had these experiences, you're just cold calling agents that you do not know to try to get them to join your network at Real Broker, to join the company under you so you're their sponsor. We are not allowed to do that. Cold call, cold text, cold DM on Instagram, any of those things. And now the reason that I'm saying this is a negative is because I know there's a lot of agents at other companies that offer this, similar revenue share models, that's how they make their living. They're literally like full-time recruiters and they love it and whatever. So if that's what you're into, then this might not be the best brokerage for you, because that is something that is in the ICA, the Independent Contractor Agreement at Real, saying we are not allowed to do. And to me, it's a pro. It is a pro to me. I'm glad, because I don't want any part of that. Okay, so I had a conversation yesterday with an agent who is going to join Real Broker, which is so awesome, but I almost blew him off and didn't have that conversation. And the whole reason is because, by the way, if you're considering joining Real Broker, if you have questions about it, I would love to set up a Zoom call with you. Feel free to reach out anytime. Shoot me an email. Let's get something on the schedule, or even a phone call is fine, but I love Zoom because I love to be able to see your face. I will put that, my best way to reach me, in the description. But when he reached out, he told me, hey, I'm an agent with, I won't say the name of the company, but he said, I'm with this other company, and it's another company that offers revenue share that's a cloud-based brokerage. So I won't tell you which one. There's a handful. I'll let you use your imagination. But he said, I'm with blank company and I want to talk about Real. He didn't say that he is thinking about joining. He didn't say anything else. And so in my mind, my guard goes up so much when I hear that. It's unfortunate to say, but I've just had this happen so many times where agents say that to me, or they make it sound like they want to talk to me about joining Real, but then they really are trying to like cold call me and bait and switch me to join them at their other company, this other cloud-based company. I don't know if this is making sense to you. Do you catch my drift or know what I'm saying? But I have been so turned off by that I almost blew this guy off and just didn't even talk to him, because he said he was with said company and wanted to talk about Real. I don't want to have this debate. I don't want to get into a discussion about it. I'm not here to be sold. Like, I'm here to chat. If you want to talk about Real, I'd love to answer your questions. But so I almost blew this guy off, but I didn't, thankfully, and he was so sweet and such a kind person, and I'm so thankful that we get to have a relationship with him and collaborate with him now. But that almost didn't happen because of the reputation that the company he's with unfortunately has. And so that's one of the reasons why at Real Broker, we're not allowed to cold call agents we don't know and try to just like bait and switch them into joining us. We're at our company, we don't do that here. And I'm very grateful for, and I'm very, very grateful to be able to protect that culture at Real, because I want no part of that. However, if that's how you roll, if that's how you want to attract agents to your business, whatever network, whatever it is that you're doing, then Real might not be the best fit for you. All that to say, I do feel like I need to add, while I cannot say, if you join me at Real, I'm going to give you this free training course. I can, one thing I am allowed to do and should do is, if you join me at Real, if I become your sponsor, if you name me as your sponsor on that independent contractor agreement when you're signing up for Real, then I should and will have a vested interest in your success at the company. So I'm just going to leave it there, but I will have a vested interest in your success, and I'm happy to help. The next reason why you might not want to join Real Broker is there's no in-person support, like tech support or really anything like that. There's really no in-person anything, because everything is online. There's no in-person office that you're going to be going to. Now, I will just share some personal examples of how this has looked for me. All right, so when I first got my real estate license, I was with a brick and mortar brokerage my entire career. And one of the reasons why I was actually super hesitant to ever join a cloud-based brokerage was because I've always thought of myself as I've always considered myself not a very tech person. And by that, I mean, I need a lot of help. Like when I have an issue with my CRM, my laptop, or whatever I'm doing for real estate, like I have always been the kind of gal that I just want to bring my laptop to a tech specialist and drop it off and leave. I hate trying to figure these things out, just being completely honest. Like I am not techie, okay? And so I had at my big brick and mortar brokerage, we had an in-office tech guy for almost my entire time there. They actually ended up cutting him, which is something that I've seen happen in a lot of brick and mortar brokerages. This isn't the video we're going to talk about this in, but if you've seen my other videos, you know I truly believe brick and mortar brokerages are dinosaurs, and I don't think they'll be around for too much longer because they are not the future of the real estate industry, as much as you might not want to hear that. I didn't want to hear it and I didn't believe it for years, but I've seen what I've seen and I truly believe that. I know this because I talk to so many agents all over the country all the time, which I love, and they are telling me that they're seeing this in their offices as well. So, you know, we used to have an in-office tech guy at that old brokerage. They don't even have one anymore, and a lot of these other big brick and mortar brokerages don't have in-office tech people anymore. So I think that's kind of a dying thing anyway. However, if I need help at Real Broker, I have my principal broker who is awesome. I've always had great, communication with, has always been very helpful. I also have my sponsor. If I have, your sponsor is more who you're going to reach out to if you have like marketing questions. I just reached out to her a few weeks ago because I had questions about sending postcards, like prospecting, marketing, that kind of thing. Okay. That's what your sponsors were really for. And then you also have the Real Broker helpline, which, okay, you hear that. I know when I heard that initially, I was like, okay, helpline. I absolutely hate helplines. Helplines are not something anybody in America wants to have to call. Like, I feel like we all have this like really negative image of helplines because helplines suck. No one wants to have to call them. Let's just be real. But the Real Broker helpline is not just a normal helpline, okay, guys? They have been so genuinely helpful, easy to get a hold of. I had a situation last week, actually, so I'll tell you guys what happened. A gal who was wanting me to be her sponsor at Real Broker, she put my husband's name, Spencer, as her sponsor. And we are signed up at Real Broker as it's called a domestic team. So basically only one of us can sponsor agents. So if you want Spencer as your sponsor, you're gonna have to put my name and I'm basically gonna be your sponsor and you'll get both of us, if that makes sense. So he cannot sponsor agents. He is the dormant agent through the two of us, even though he's the one selling more houses than I am. That's just the way that it works in our team, and that's just how we signed up. So because of that option as a domestic team, if an agent signs up under him on accident, he can't participate in that, so I have to call support. So what I had to do when I saw that was I had to call support and say, hey, this person meant to sign up under me, or they thought that's what they were doing, but they put my husband's name down on their independent contractor agreement, their ICA. If you're signing up with us at Real, don't do that. Put my name, Mariah Crawford, and we'll both be there to help you. But anyway, so she put Spencer's name, which is not the first time this has happened, not a big deal. I called customer support, and literally they answered on like the second ring. They were very happy to help, and within minutes they had her switched back over to me and put in the right spot. So they're very, very happy to help, and not just with things like that, with revenue share. Like anytime I've needed help with transactions, the back end of things, SkySlope, DocuSign, like they have been there to help me. So customer support's been really great. And I haven't had any issues with it, even though I don't consider myself a techie person by any means. But this could be a reason why you don't want to join Real Broker. The next reason why you might not want to join Real Broker is because they don't offer you an office space to work from. There's no cubicles, there's no little office rooms, there's no office to go into. This is all remote. So I don't know. I feel like most of my productive time in real estate isn't spent in the office anyway, because it's spent actually in houses, like selling houses, or it's in my car making videos, or in my home. So it doesn't bother me. It's truly not an issue at all. Where I am working from today is right here. You're looking at it. This is the office of the day, and I love that. But if you want to have your own office space and you don't have availability to turn any little nook corner in your home into an office space, then maybe you're not going to want to work at Real Broker. Maybe it's not the best brokerage for you. The next reason that you might not want to join Real / just like con about Real Broker, thing that you could think of as a negative thing, is they kind of have a golden handcuff around their stocks. Real Broker is the most generous real estate brokerage I have ever seen as far as giving out stocks go to their brokers. They give out stocks for so many reasons, and especially right now, if you join in while it's still kind of early, they give out stocks for so many reasons, and a lot of free stock they give to their agents just for basically doing your job, selling houses, reaching certain milestones in your business, which is so much fun. However, when you buy the stocks on your own, like I've bought, chosen to purchase the stocks myself, those stocks you can take out whenever like you've bought it. But when Real Broker is the one to give you those stocks for free for reaching certain milestones in your business, for example, those stocks have I believe it's a 1 or a 2 year hold. So you have to hold those. You cannot just immediately like get them and then trade them, take them out or whatever. However, in 2 years when those stocks are vested, you can liquidate them. You can keep them in there, keep them growing, or you can pull them out and have them as cash and use them for whatever you want to use them for, which I think is so much fun and just one of the many benefits of Real Broker. My last brokerage definitely didn't do that. But we're talking about cons here. Got to stay on track. We're not talking about the pros about Real Broker. We're convincing you not to join. So that is a negative thing about Real, is you got to wait, kind of have a golden handcuff. If you join, you get all this free stock, you're probably not going to want a brokerage hop. It's the kind of brokerage that if you join it, you're probably going to want to be here for a while, like the rest of your career, forever, or just, I don't know, the next few years. Like you're not going to want to just join and then pull out and switch to another brokerage because you're going to lose a lot of stocks. So with all of those negative things about Real Broker, I feel like I need to mention one pro. So the only pro I'm going to talk about today is the technology. So Real Broker, when you join, they give you this really cool app. And on this app, you can manage your entire business. It makes everything so simple, so streamlined, so easy, even for the least techie of us in the world, in the real estate world. You're able to go pull it right up, see all your transactions, when they're closing, how much money you've made this year in real estate. You're able to see if you have a network at Real Broker, all the agents in your downline, how much money you're making from revenue share that month. Like everything is just right there. You're also able to just pull up and see your stocks at Real Broker. How much stocks do you have now at Real Broker? How have they done? Are they growing? Like you're able to just check on everything. And to me, that's been really awesome. That's all I'm going to say as far as like technology goes, because they do keep their technology is amazing. Way better than anything I've ever experienced in real estate, but they do keep it pretty simple. They aren't going to give you like a zillion different websites and apps, which I appreciate because I like things to be simple and clean and streamlined and easy for my business. Also, I have done entire videos on my channel talking about this, so I won't go in depth about it. Where'd my mic go? There it is. I won't go in depth on it because I don't want to be redundant for all of you who do watch all my videos. I know it's only a very small portion of you, but I don't want to repeat myself and waste your time because your time is very valuable. So I won't talk about this now, but we at Real Broker have access to the best CRM system in the entire real estate industry, and I don't say that lightly. It is a regularly over $500 a month CRM system. We get it for $40 a month. You don't have to pay that if you don't want to use it, but I don't know why you wouldn't use it. The AI has been amazing. You can text and email. You can send out a text to like thousands of people at one time on this and have it customize them like with their name, like hi so and so, and have it customized to everyone. The follow-up that you can do with this CRM system is unmatched. The AI, just everything you're able to do, I have been so happy with it, and it has been a huge asset to my business. And I have multiple videos. They're both on that playlist I mentioned before, where I share everything you needed to know about Real Broker, talking about this CRM system. So if you want to go find those, definitely go listen to those when you can. It's called Lofty, but it used to be called Chime. So there you have it. All right, guys, thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell because I come on here every week with new videos. Hit the thumbs up button if you grabbed any value from this video, and I'll see you guys next week.